Congratulations to the class of 2020. Your celebration is unlike any in the history of the college. We would prefer to be together celebrating your success. And while nothing can replace an in-person commencement ceremony, we hope this video will allow you to reflect on your time at MCC and to celebrate your achievement. It includes greetings from the college president, a class welcome from your valedictorian, plus reflections from the 2020 Alumna of the Year, as well as a look back at the year and a list of the entire class of 2020. Also on this website is a video from distinguished public officials Ronald G. Rios, Middlesex County Freeholder Director, Dorothy K. Power, Chairman of the MCC Board of Trustees, and Cory Booker, United States Senator. Under very trying circumstances, you have succeeded. Congratulations to the class of 2020. We will now hear from Mark McCormick, President of Middlesex County College.
Congratulations. I bring greetings to you, our graduates, on Commencement Day. I know that you've looked forward to this day for a long time, and we here at Middlesex County College, faculty, staff, and trustees, salute you for your achievement and success. We know that you worked hard to arrive at this moment. In addition to completing a rigorous course of study, the majority of you also held down one or more jobs, and many of you also have family obligations. In the face of all of those challenges, you navigated and persisted and earned your degree or certificate. I want to acknowledge that these past few months have been extremely challenging for you and for all of us who work at the college, as everyone has been affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. We were forced to pivot mid-semester to remote teaching and learning. Your instructors and our entire staff rose to the occasion and continued to provide in a new way the educational experiences and services you needed to be successful. As students, you tackled new and unforeseen challenges by adapting and redoubling your efforts to achieve your goal. My hats are off to all of you, students, faculty, and staff, for your resilience and determination. In addition, I know that many of you serve on the front lines in the battle against the coronavirus, as essential workers at grocery stores and in distribution centers, in food delivery and healthcare. Thank you for your service to our community during these difficult times. Our thoughts and prayers are with those who are sick and those who have been touched by the loss of a friend or loved one. We would of course prefer to be celebrating with you in person. I miss seeing all of your smiling faces as I deliver these remarks. I hope that as you look back on your time at MCC, you are able to see beyond what you may be missing right now and remember all that you have experienced and learned. This pandemic will pass, but what you have gained from your time at Middlesex County College will be with you for life. There are 1,588 of you in the class of 2020, and each and every one of you has a story. Stories of hopes and dreams, stories of challenges and perseverance, and most of all, stories of achievement, growth, and triumph. I want to share with you a few of the ways in which you as a class and as individuals have distinguished yourselves and made your mark on Middlesex County College and our community. Over 95% of you call Middlesex County home. You range in age from 17 years old to 71 years young. You excelled in athletics, even though the spring sports season was cut short. One of you was recognized by the National Association for Girls and Women in Sport for your athletic and scholarly achievements. One of you had a career high of 50 points in a basketball game that earned you recognition from the National Junior College Athletic Association. One member each from the women's and men's basketball teams made the All-Garden State Athletic Conference first team, and one of you made the All-Garden State Athletic Conference first team in wrestling. Your student organizations and honor societies have achieved regional and national recognition. Our chapter of Kappa Delta Pi, the National Education Honor Society, was recognized by the National Organization for its Literacy Alive program. Our Upsilon Gamma chapter of Phi Theta Kappa, the International Honor Society for students at two-year colleges, was recognized as a national 5-star chapter and by the PTK Middle States region as a gold chapter. You logged thousands of hours in service to our community, including painting murals at a middle school, collecting and donating coats and children's books, helping others learn to read, and gleaning over 800 pounds of apples to donate to local hunger relief organizations. You completed internships at a wide variety of venues, including the Middlesex County Prosecutor's Office, the Middlesex County Sheriff's Office, RWJ University Hospital, the New Jersey Juvenile Justice Commission, Amazon, and Tappan 2 New Brunswick, just to name a few, as well as a number of accounting firms, law offices, nonprofit organizations, and small businesses. You have been offered employment in a wide variety of fields, including corrections, dental hygiene, engineering, gaming and animation, graphic design, hospitality, information technology, law enforcement, nursing, radiography, and social work, as well as many others. For those of you entering healthcare fields, we need you now more than ever. And just a quick shout out to our nursing graduates, many of whom have applied for temporary licensure and the new status of graduate nurse so that they can immediately go to work to help address New Jersey's essential needs in healthcare. You have been accepted and transferred to Rutgers University, the College of New Jersey, Kean University, Montclair State University, New Jersey City University, New Jersey Institute of Technology, Rider University, Rowan University, William Paterson University, and Columbia University. And one of you applied to transfer to Johns Hopkins University, the University of Pennsylvania, and Stanford University, and you have already been accepted at Stanford. Congratulations on your accomplishments and achievements. As we are all aware, nothing of any consequence comes solely from our own individual efforts. And that is especially true of something as monumental as earning a college degree or certificate. When any of us achieve something great, it is almost always because others have supported us, encouraged us, and lifted us up. I would like to acknowledge and thank two groups of individuals who have walked alongside you on your journey to this day. Thank you to the members of your support system who believe in you, cheered you on, and are celebrating with you, your family, friends, and loved ones. You were also assisted by our dedicated and caring faculty and staff who set standards and then helped you reach them. I now want to confer on you the degree or certificate you have earned, saying the words that I am honored to say every year at commencement. As president of Middlesex County College, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Middlesex County College Board of Trustees, I hereby grant you the degree or certificate upon your successful completion of all requirements, with all the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining. You are now officially a graduate of Middlesex County College. I have no doubt that wherever your journey in life takes you from here, additional higher education, the world of work, athletic competition, civic engagement, or community service, you will continue to learn, grow, and achieve. All of us at the college have been privileged to share in your journey at Middlesex and now look forward to claiming you as alumni. Please stay in touch and remember that your success started at Middlesex County College. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Each year, the Middlesex County College Alumni Association selects an alumnus or alumna who embodies the spirit of Middlesex County College and who has contributed to the college. This year, the alumna of the year is Samantha Malano Sumalong. After graduating from MCC in 2016, she transferred to Montclair State, where she was the valedictorian. She then went to Rutgers Law School and is now in her third year. Even with the burdens of law school, she's been extremely active outside the classroom. She is a student attorney in a child advocacy clinic working on behalf of children with disabilities, and she recently completed writing her fourth novel, which is set to be published this summer. She has spoken numerous times to MCC students and alumni.
Hey there, Middlesex County College class of 2020, and congratulations on your graduation. My name is Samilano Simalinag, and I am so thrilled, so humbled, and so grateful to have been named this year's Alumni of the Year. This award means the world to me as a first-generation college student, just like I know today's graduation means the world to the first gen among you. And just because it's virtual doesn't make it any less impressive. You have graduated. And graduating is an accomplishment. For some of you, this might feel like the first real accomplishment of your entire life. So you should be proud. Today's not a day for modesty. Today's a day to tell every person you know, to post on every social media channel, to scream it from the rooftop, I am a college graduate. You should be just as proud of yourself as we are of you. And when I say we, I'm not just talking about the college. I'm talking about your family. I'm talking about your friends. I'm talking about your community. I am talking about every person that you are going to help in the future. Now, thanks to your education. You are a college graduate, and nothing and no one can ever take that away from you. The world cannot take that away from you. Coronavirus cannot take that away from you. The President of the United States cannot take that away from you, and you cannot take that away from yourself. In your deepest, darkest moments, when you start to doubt that you are doing anything worthwhile with your life, when you start to doubt that the future holds anything good for you, that doubt does not erase what you have already done. It does not erase that you've achieved this massive feat of strength and determination and fortitude to graduate. You have beaten the odds. You should be proud of yourself. There's a lot of uncertainty in the world right now. I know things look a little bit scary, especially for people who are transferring. Even scarier for those of you who are planning to enter the uncertain job market. But you already beat the odds once. Why should a global pandemic get in your way? The world hasn't stopped, folks. It's just on pause for a little while. And I guarantee when they press play again, it's going to be on the scene you have been waiting to see your entire life. Congratulations again, class of 2020. Go out there and run the world.
Each commencement, we honor those graduates who have achieved the highest grade point average during their years at Middlesex County College. These individuals are Chambers Award winners named after the college's founding president, Frank Chambers. This year's honorees include those on your screen. 2 students from this list are selected for special recognition as the college valedictorian and salutatorian. This year's salutatorian is Jordan Gutierrez, a liberal arts business major. This year's valedictorian is Niraldi Trivedi, a biology and chemistry double major. She will deliver the class address.
Good day. I hope everyone is doing well. Welcome faculty, family, friends, and the phenomenal class of 2020 to the first ever virtual commencement at MCC. I feel truly honored to represent the most enduring and persistent class ever. I'm also feeling omnipresent as I'm greeting each of you personally at your home at the same time, hands down to the power of technology. I wish we all could have been here to cheer each other and pose for happy photos as we walk across the stage. But I guess we have to graduate this way so that everyone can stay safe. It is true that the current situation has made the world upside down, but the brighter picture is that it is going to define our potential to overcome the greatest challenges. I truly believe what Molière once said, the greater the obstacle, the more glory in overcoming it. As I say this, I feel all more special about the honor given to me. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I did my entire schooling in India. I came to the United States for the first time just 2 months prior attending MCC, and now I plan to spend the rest of my life here. All I knew back then was that I wanted to pursue my education in science and become a doctor. I remember I used the same introduction in my first class of college, but my classmates may not have understood that because my accent was so thick. I have to say this. The journey from that embarrassing episode to giving the class welcome today would not have been possible without the efforts of my family, friends, employers, and faculties. I'm grateful to you all. I would like to thank all the faculties who imparted wisdom to me and nurtured my interest in science. Thank you, Dr. Virendra Kanwal, for being supportive from day one. Professors Janet Lensinger and Aaron Christensen, you inspired me to not only be passionate towards my studies, but to become an educated and disciplined learner. Thanks Dr. Falguni Ghosh and Dr. Brian Levy for mentoring and encouraging me. A special thanks to all my friends in the MCC community who made me appreciate the diversity that each of us brings onto the campus, and also taught me how to balance stressful jobs along with family and college lives with a smiling face. At last, thanks to all my classmates who survived my tantrums during the falling fetal pig dissection labs of Bio 2 and my exhaustion in long reflex labs of organic chem. Though the journey was difficult, I have to say it is memorable. Now, graduating from college is a big deal. It involves keeping up with studies, work, and family. But for those of us who attended the Spring 2020 session, it also includes keeping up with our social media updates and then making parents realize that remote instruction doesn't make studies easier. Well, despite all odds, we still managed to graduate. So let's give us a big round of applause. I want all of us to cherish what we have accomplished by our hard work, commitment, and dedication. All of us will move on to next adventures of our lives. But one thing that we will share will be our belonging to the MCC community, the values we learned, the help we received, and the educational foundation we built here. I hope we will continue to provide support and encouragement for each other in our future endeavors. If there is one piece of advice I would like you to consider, it is to look forward with an eye towards how you too can improve the lives of others. In the words of Picasso, the meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to give it away. Let's face it, we all have people in our lives who motivated us in our downtimes, be it parents, scholarship donors, professors, advisors and counselors, or even our peers. So let's all strive to be these people in the success stories of others. Who knows? Doing little things for others may provide you with life-changing opportunities, and it will definitely make a difference. We should all be proud today that we have started our success at MCC. We should also appreciate the determination of each and every graduating student to be successful even tough times as this. To your well-deserved success, kudos class of 2020, we did it.
To quote Charles Dickens, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. MCC started the fall semester out with a celebration, a picnic for faculty and staff, followed by the student activity fair a couple of weeks later. Clubs and organizations recruited new members and promoted their services. Students enjoyed games, dancing, making new friends, and having fun. It was really a banner year for activities, which included Constitution Day, a 9/11 commemoration, an anti-poverty conference, and a moving lecture from a Holocaust survivor. We heard speeches from successful alumni, a motivational speaker for Black History Month, and participated in an EOF workshop and spoken word performance. It was a year of growth. It was also a year of fun. Halloween saw everyone, even the president, dress up and dance. Costumes were creative, and everyone had a great time. Halloween wasn't only for college students. Our child care center got in the action too and had their own celebration. Another great fall event was Harvest Fest, in which MCC opened its doors to the community. Clubs painted kids' faces, and everyone played games, ate delicious food, listened to music, took a horse and buggy ride, and had a wonderful time. Faculty and staff got to let their hair down a little at the annual holiday party in December. It was great fun and also provided some food for our MCC Cares pantry as partygoers dropped off donations before the event. When finals wore us down, the counseling center was ready with some stress relievers. They brought in puppies, and academic worries just melted away. We know that not all growth takes place in the classroom. Our campus clubs and organizations cleaned the beaches, raised money for orphans, led after-school programs, served meals to the homeless, and read to kids in our child care center. Empower, a college readiness program for high school students from New Brunswick and nearby communities, celebrated its 10th anniversary in October. Empower alumni Charlie Hahn and Marisol Conde Hernandez spoke, as well as James Cahill, an MCC alumnus and the mayor of New Brunswick. It was a wonderful event filled with joy and reminiscing. Our Democracy House program was particularly active this year. They painted murals at Quibbletown Middle School in Piscataway as part of the Martin Luther King Jr. Day of Service, led the 1 Billion Rising program to combat domestic violence, ran book and coat drives, and gathered apples to donate to food pantries. Our dental hygiene students, as well as alumni and local dentists, brought smiles to the faces of dozens of children who came to campus for Give Kids a Smile Day. They received a dental cleaning, more extensive work if necessary, plus dental education from the Tooth Fairy. our nursing students reminded everyone of the need to take care of your heart as they wore red during one day in February. A relatively new club, Healthy Minds, offered yoga to the college community, providing stress relief and relaxation. Our Veterans and Service Members Association gave the community a taste of military life as they unpacked meals ready to eat, which are combat rations for troops. They honored veterans and service members by unveiling one green light on the campus quad, part of a national program called Green Light a Vet. The group ran a blood drive and also visited Washington, D.C. to let legislators know about the importance of VA education benefits and the impact veterans have on higher education. Our Natural Sciences Department presented its annual Science Symposium, in which student scholars showed the college community the results of their semester-long research. The MCC chapter of Phi Theta Kappa, the International Honor Society for two-year colleges, inducted 205 members this year and continued its mission of scholarship and community service. Two Kappans, Kayla Wathan and Kamal Mir, were named to the PTK All-State Academic Team, and another, Julia Block, received a scholarship to Rutgers. Professor Parag Mooley and Vice President Michelle Campbell received honorary memberships to PTK. Kappa Pi, the Honor Society for Art, also inducted their new members. Numerous organizations held events celebrating their culture in which the college community could learn more about their heritage, dance, listen to music, and eat wonderfully diverse food. Athletics had a strong year. In the fall, the men's soccer team had two players make the All-Region 19 team, Nicholas Hoffman and Nicholas Garofalo. The cross-country team finished the season with a sixth-place finish at the Region 19 Championship, which was held in Delaware. The squad went on to compete at the NJCAA National Championship in Holyoke, Massachusetts, and did well. Volleyball was guided by new coach Henry Romero, who was tasked to rebuild the program. Coach Romero almost doubled the roster size and finished the season 4-11. Kalani Ramos Adrian finished on the All-Garden State Athletic Conference team. The men's basketball team finished 21-12 overall and 19-6 in the region. Joshua Daniels was named to the All-Region 19 second team and the Garden State Athletic Conference team. Women's basketball finished 18-11 and 12-8 in the conference, with Kariah Turner and Kenesha Chester making all-conference. The wrestling squad was third in districts, second in the region, and second in the Garden State Athletic Conference. 6 wrestlers qualified for the national tournament, and 2 were named to the All-Garden State Athletic Conference team, Demetrius Ruiz and Joseph Hatcher. One highlight of the winter sports season was the annual Pink Night program, in which the Middlesex County College and Ocean County College basketball teams support cancer awareness and raise money for cancer charities. The teams from both schools wore special warm-up t-shirts, and members of the MCC volleyball and softball teams organized a bake sale and collected donations, which were used by MCC nursing students to buy chemo kits for patients undergoing cancer treatment at area hospitals. Before the women's game, College President Mark McCormick officiated at a ceremonial tip-off. To top it off, MCC won both games. Unfortunately, due to the coronavirus, spring sports were canceled. Students who received MCC Foundation scholarships got to meet and mingle with those who provided the funds at the scholarship reception. They heard from Professor Jim Finney, who has provided 3 endowed scholarships, as well as student recipients who spoke of the impact the scholarships have had on their lives. Giving Day, the Tuesday after Thanksgiving, is a nationwide effort to donate to worthy causes, and the MCC's foundation was the recipient of over $22,000 from 280 faculty, staff, alumni, and students. Thanks to all who donated. Artists make the campus a more beautiful place, and there were several exhibitions by students and faculty. The presidential area in Chambers Hall is the home of some incredible student work, and other exhibitions show just how talented our students and faculty are. Our fall dance ensemble was an absolute delight, and the MCC production of Stephen Sondheim's Company was also a hit. 3 MCC professors, Claire Conde, Richard Thompson, and Matt Siegel, were named Faculty Scholar, Faculty Teaching, and Faculty Excellence Award winners. They will be honored at a reception in the fall. Students left the campus for spring break in March and did not return for the remainder of the semester. The coronavirus moved learning online, and in only 2 days, professors had set up remote learning operations. They would teach from their homes. It was a challenging experience, but successful. As one professor, Will Kleinhelp, said, "I've been very lucky to have students who are willing to meet the difficult circumstances presented to them in a very short period of time." For those students without access to a computer, we started a Chromebook loaner program. Jose Laureano, Ode Hoppy, and Angela Abreu handed out laptops to eager students so they could complete classes remotely. And the MCC Cares Food Pantry also made sure our students and their families did not go hungry. Amanda Lyons prepared bags of food that students could pick up. MCC also assisted with county efforts to combat coronavirus. We donated more than 25,000 pieces of personal protective equipment to first responders and healthcare workers. We also loaned several 3D printers to the county, whose workers used them to create face shields. We also learned about MCC alumni who are on the front lines battling this insidious disease. Alumni such as Dr. Donna Pierce from the class of 1976. Donna is an anesthesiologist who worked 16 to 24-hour shifts handling intubations and ventilation of COVID-19 critically ill patients. Or Robin Stokes of the class of 2006, an X-ray technician working with COVID-19 patients. We heard about Glorabelle Diaz of the class of 2017, who was working in the emergency room at Hackensack Meridian Health Raritan Bay Medical Center in Perth Amboy, where she's currently caring for patients battling the coronavirus. Or Ian Evans of the class of 2018, who's a paramedic with Capital Health in Mercer County. Over the last few weeks, he's been treating patients with COVID-19, along with other illnesses requiring advanced life support, ranging from high-flow oxygen therapy to intubation. Congratulations to the class of 2020. You have achieved great things, and we hope that your association with MCC doesn't end with graduation. We have a very active alumni association that helps support the college, funds scholarships for students, and has a lot of fun. So you are now graduates of Middlesex County College. Be proud. You have achieved great things, and we are confident you will continue to achieve. Wherever your life takes you, please be proud to call yourself an MCC graduate.
In recognition of your new status as graduates of Middlesex County College, you may now move the tassel on your cap from right to left.